What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I ran across some footage earlier today of Joe Biden. Yeah, that's right. Creepy, sleepy, sloppy, slimy, sneaky, sleazy Joe. And apparently he was being interviewed by this guy named Errol Barnett, or Barnett, I don't know how he pronounces it. And he asked Joe a simple question, and Joe got offended. He was upset about it. I mean, he took offense. And in trying to defend himself, he proved the real reason this guy probably asked the question. So they tried real hard to get this one off the internets, and I dug around, I found it. And I said, you know what? I just want the people. I want the people to be informed about Joe Biden and, his progress, because who knows? This guy might just be the next president of the United States. So with that being said, let's check out the interview, see how it goes.
Have you taken a cognitive
No,
test?
I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test?
Y'all hear that? Now, Joe Biden almost sounded like he was offended. No, I haven't taken a test. And why the heck would I take a test? Well, I mean, when you throw something out there like that, I better not see any evidence of why this question this guy just asked you is legit. So this man said, why would I take the test? Now I can see if Joe Biden didn't have a whole litany of, videos out there that makes the average person question his intelligence. I can see if there was never a montage of gaffes. And I'm not talking about just one. I'm talking about there are folks on the internet that makes probably almost a living making videos that show different gaffes of Joe Biden. So now Joe Biden seems like he's a little annoyed by the question. Why the heck would I take a test? So now you need to prove to me after that why this question is asked is bogus. Let's see where it goes.
Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh?
What was that? See, now right off rip, I'm concerned. This man just goes on a rant. First of all, he takes us to the old school. Come on, man. Like I'm offended and I'm going to downplay your question, okay? Because I find it stupid that you would even ask. Now I'm going to bring up an analogy that makes no sense. Nobody understands what the heck I'm talking about to further prove why you asked me this question. But in my head, I'm checking you. I'm letting you know that, hey, man, come on. That's like me asking you. Did you snort cocaine before you came in here? What does that have to do with anything? I don't even understand the analogy Joe Biden. If you're going to make some comparisons, analogies, they got to make sense. So he brings up cocaine sniffing and before you came in here, and I'm going, what does that have to do? You're further proving this man's point of why you need a test. But in Joe Biden's mind, all of this makes sense. I don't even know why they let this dude do this interview, but let's continue.
Are you a junkie?
What do you say?
He said, are you a Joni? Anybody ever heard of a Joni? I think what he was trying to say is, are you a junkie? But in Joe Biden's mind, right now, those words are starting to get jumbled up. Right now, he's like, you know what? Long as it starts with a J, I'll be okay. That's right. Are you a Joni? Any word that starts with a J. You know what that means. I'm talking about junkie. Are you a Jubal? Are you a Jubble? Gerbil? That doesn't start with it. This is Jer. But you know what? It doesn't make any difference. Come on, man. Asking me these questions. Let's continue.
To President Trump, who brags about his tests and makes your mental state an issue for voters?
Well,
y'all notice that? The uncomfortable laugh? That laugh to make you feel like what you're asking me is so beneath me and stupid. All I can do is laugh it off like, I just do go ask me something like that. All right, let me get serious now. No, that's the uncomfortable laugh that lets you know what you're asking me is a legitimate question and a legitimate concern. But I have to laugh to downplay it and make it seem as if it's not. So you see those veneers right now? Did you see all those dentures gleaming right now? Yeah, Joe Biden and his brain is going, how do I convince the folks that's watching this audience that what this man is asking isn't a legitimate question? I'll laugh, downplay it, and then try to hang on for a few more minutes and give a coherent response as I close out this interview. So let's see how he hits his dismount.
If he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Did you watch that? Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me.
He's not helping his cause. If he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I mean, I can't help you. Now, what does this have to do with anything? The difference between the elephant and the lion, all of that stuff. Yeah, you know what? If the chickens can't come home to roost, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, just throwing out random stuff. And then goes in and said, I know you're trying to goad me. What does goat mean? I mean, I think he was trying to say goat meat into something, but I mean, it just, right now, like I said, as long as it starts with the same letter, that's where he's at. He's like, yeah, well, as long as it starts with a G. Hey, I know you're trying to goad me. Yeah, that's right. You're trying to giraffe me. Wait, when you say giraffe, that's a soft G. Goat, giraffe. You know what, man? Come on, man. See, so that's where he's at. But yet, the question was beneath Joe. This right now is concerning. If I'm a Joe Biden voter, if I like creepy, sleepy, sloppy, slimy, sleazy Joe, I'm concerned. Unless my anger and hatred towards Donald Trump supersedes my common sense, my logic, my reasoning skills, I'm thinking we ain't got nobody better than Joe. Joe, if you don't go and take that test right now, you better get your butt down and take that test. Because right now, you're not defending yourself properly. Let's continue. Maybe it changes as he closes out.
But I mean, I'm so forward looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president.
There we go again. I'm so forward looking. I'm so looking forward to. He's just inverting sentences. I mean, he's chopping them down. Maybe he's at that age where he's like, you know what? I'm not to reserve fuel. I'm not going to speak in complete sentences. I'm going to chop out all the unnecessary verbs and words that I don't need. I'm just going to hit them with, I'm so forward looking. I mean, all that stuff. That man right there is in trouble. They know it. The Democratic Party know it. And the sooner they admit it, the better off they'd be. At least we'll give them time to try to swap out a candidate. Because if this dude gets on the stage with Donald Trump, we're not going to need a test to figure out if he's, mentally able to be the president. Trump's going to expose that right there on the spot. And for one, I can't wait to see it.
Or stand with the president in debates. There can be plenty of time. And by the way, as I joke with him, I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
That looked like it hurt Joe Biden's brain. That man was so rattled after that question that he proved the guy's question to be legit. I mean, I'm so looking forward to hey, let the people decide oh man, how did I get myself into this? That right there was an embarrassment. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I never thought we'd get here where this guy is a legitimate candidate. But what is showing is how horrible the Democratic Party is. All of their candidates, I mean, they couldn't produce anybody better than Joe Biden. And now, after this interview and his response to that, it further makes me question his cognitive ability. That man needs a test right now. Forget COVID, forget any other types of tests. That man needs a cognitive development or, some type of mental test, something, because what I just saw and heard only validated that man's question. Now, I'd like to see how the Democratic Party and the liberal media is going to try to clean this one up. Of course, you know what it is. I mean, come on, you can't be too hard on this guy. We're not doctors, but you are when it comes down to Trump. I mean, I think he should be removed for, 25th Amendment or something like that. He's definitely showing signs of cognitive decline. That's what it is. Now, I'm Brian Stelter. I don't really know this stuff. I'm Jim Acosta. I don't know anything about this. I am, Anderson Cooper. All of them folks get on there and they try to diagnose Trump's mental state, but nobody's questioning Joe Biden's. Gotta ask yourself why. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. That was a doozy, man. I mean, he was sticking his foot in his mouth every time he turned around. So, we'll see how this all plays out. Anyway, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check me out every Wednesday night live in Kevin's Corner on Facebook, YouTube, and my radio blog talk show. Check out Extreme Tees. Links below this video. If you like it, put Kevin in a promo code. You get a 20% discount. And if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link below the video to do that. We'll see y'all next time. Kevin's Corner. God bless.